Hey everyone, Steph here from thegoodride.com. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at the Membrane Solutions Squeeze water system. This is a pretty simple water filtration system that uses their 5-stage filtration filter. So you can buy this in a pack of 4 and a pack of 6. But this one came with 1 filter and 4 of these plastic water bottle pouches. Now the pouches come with carabiners, so each one gets a carabiner. And each one gets one of these pull-out lids, so you can squirt the water out or drink out of it or whatever you want, and they come with a cap. So these pouches are 22 ounces, and it's pretty simple. Basically what you do is you can fill this up with water. The back of the filter has threads, so you can just thread this on to the pouch. And then you can filter any water that's in here. So you could either drink out of this pouch, you could either use it as a gravity filter and it'll filter through where you like squeeze the water out, or you can fill up the other pouch. And then screw the lid on and drink that. Or you could use this to fill up your own water reservoir in your pack. Pretty simple, easy system to use. There's information on the back on how to use it. You get a measurement line on the front, and obviously you can reuse it, so you could wash this out and use it again and again and again. So it does have a flat bottom, so it's pretty stable. When you put it on the ground, it'll stay put for the most part. And so I used this on a few day hikes, a couple short hikes out there, just filtered some water out of a river, out of the mountains and stuff like that. It is a little hard to fill the water up unless you have like just a big pool of water that you want to dunk it into. And so the smaller mouth is probably easier to like scoop the water up and then pour it into this. It takes a few tries to get it completely full if you're just like dunking it in the river or whatever. We do have a review on the 5-stage filtration filter that comes with Membrane Solutions water filtration systems. So I'll drop the link to this filter below as well. But this filter can filter up to 5,000 liters or 1,321 gallons. It's not the highest capacity filter out there, but it's also not the most expensive. So it depends on if you're looking for cost-effective or longevity of the filter. And then the filter is a 0.1 micron filter. So obviously this is interchangeable with the Membrane Solutions filtration bottle, their gravity filter, you know, and stuff like that. And so if you're going with their system, this is interchangeable throughout those systems, but it's also interchangeable for just any water bottle that has the size of threads on it. So you could use it with whatever type of system you feel it works well with. Good for backpacking trips or hiking, or just, you know, if you are worried you're going to run out of water and you need to filter some water, or it could be good for travel as well. So it's just a good option to get some clean water out there on the trail or while you're traveling or however you need to use it. Pretty simple system overall. So I'm going to go ahead and do this filter for you. So we're going to do 22 ounces of water and just kind of see how long it takes. So here we have the one we're going to pour the water into. And here we have 22 ounces of water. So we're just going to pop the bottom off of this, screw this on, and I'm going to start the timer. So I've used this filter a few times. As you use it, the flow gets a little slower, and then when it's pretty slow, that's when it means you need to upgrade the filter. And I'm squeezing pretty hard, but this is about what's going to come out. I'll give it more of a squeeze. So the bottle isn't extremely stable. Obviously it gets more stable the more water that goes into it. All right, it took me about 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Obviously a little bit of an effort there, but it works. And now we have 22 ounces of filtered water. These bottles, you know, aren't the most stable bottle, so it does take a little bit of effort to balance them and stuff like that, but the plus side is they are lighter than carrying a full-on water bottle, and they're more compact. You know, as you're hiking, you're going up to the spot, you can just compress them down like this, and it takes up that much space. You can carry all 4, or you could have them full or whatever. So they're lighter weight and more compact if you are backpacking or that is important to you to save space and save weight. You can fill it up and clip it to the outside of your pack and stuff like that. But yeah. So now we have 22 ounces of filtered water. You drink it like that. It also, I like that it just comes out, you don't have to squeeze it out, so you could pour it into your water reservoir or cooking system or whatever. So as a gravity filter, if you just hang it, it does need a little bit of pressure. So here's me just letting it go, and there's a little bit of a drip, so eventually it will. So you could use it as a gravity filter, but it's much more efficient, as you can see if you squeeze it. That is a look at the squeeze water system from Membrane Solutions. If you're looking for the complete write-up and review, you can head over to thegoodride.com to check it out.